Hey everyone, welcome to Yoga with Michaela. Today I have a super awesome tutorial or how-to video for you on how to do Bakasana, which is crow pose. It's one of the first arm balances you learn in yoga. It's one of the first times you have this epiphany in yoga class where you're like, wow, this is cool. So I'm going to teach you how to get into that, wow, this is cool moment today. And stay tuned for at the end of the video. I have awesome clips of my beginning to my end journey with my Bakasana crow pose, starting with 3 years ago up until today. So let's get started. Meet me on your mat. Grab a yoga block if you have one. If not, any type of book or box or anything that's about this much thickness that you feel comfortable putting a little weight on. All right, let's get started. So we're going to start today on our backs. Crow pose is a pose that takes a lot of core awareness and a lot of upper body strength, but it's not something that you are born with. It's something that you build. So we're going to start by pulling our knees into our chest, flex and point the feet, and kind of take a little stretch. All right, and just remember that today on your mat, you're not going to have any expectations. You're going to leave all those yucky thoughts off of your mat. We're just going to think positive things. We're going to try our best. We're going to do what our body wants us to do today. And we're just going to enjoy that time we have together right now. Okay. So from here, okay, I want you to pull the right leg into the chest, left leg down. You can keep the knee bent, knee up towards the ceiling, all right? Or you can straighten out the leg and flex the foot. Peel the left toes back towards the face and pull the right knee into the chest. Okay, this is just a nice little pose to release the low back. Start to make you feel a little bit of that sensation of core awareness with your knee into your chest like this. Like maybe let it go and try to pull the knee in tight. Feel those core muscles turn on to keep that leg in. One more breath here. On an exhale, pull that left leg back in, pull the left knee into the chest, and then extend the right leg down. Knee can point up towards the ceiling or extend the leg straight, right heel on the ground, left knee into the chest. Flex and point the feet, just take a few breaths. So come back to the breath. That's going to be our guide today. It's going to be our calming moment when we try new things. It's going to be that time where we connect back with the body. One more inhale. On an exhale, left leg comes down, right knee comes back into the chest. Okay, we're going to all come into crow pose down here on our backs. I know that sounds weird, but we're going to get the feeling of what it feels like to be in crow pose while on our back. So first pull the knees up into the chest. Extend the hands straight up, kind of like you're holding up the ceiling with the palm of your hands. And then I want you to keep feet together, separate the knees, and pull the knees towards the arms. Now, wherever they land, maybe they land low on the arms today, maybe they land up higher towards the armpits. Doesn't matter where, but I want you to pull the knees in, okay, point the toes, and push the hands or push the arms into the tops of the knees. Take one more breath like this. You notice it's a little bit of work. On an exhale, let everything come down, release. Take a full body stretch. Hands overhead, you can put the legs out straight. And then let's come back in, round two. Okay, so feet together, knees out wide. Pull the knees up high. Try to lift the seat up off the mat. And I want you to push the arms into the knees. Knees into the arms. Good. Take one more breath. Lifting the seat, pulling, feeling that tightness in the core. And an exhale, come on down. Okay, let's do it one more time. And you're going to try to get those knees as high up into the arms and armpits as possible. So one knee at a time. Toes together, knees out wide. You can even take them outside of the arms, but pull the seat up. Push the arms into the legs, legs into the hands and arms, and take a few more breaths. Good. On the exhale, come on down. Plant the feet down. Take the arms up overhead. Take one more big breath. On the next breath, we're going to find our way up to our seat. So just roll to one side. Push yourself on up. And come on up to either a seat or your knees. Okay, you can sit back on the heels if that feels okay. I want you to inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, grab the left wrist, pull over to the right side, pull the left shoulder back. Okay, think of a long spine, but still think about the core. I want you to kind of suck that belly button back to the spine. Okay, tuck the tailbone down and under. One more breath. Exhale, release. Take a little counter stretch. Bring the arms down, a little roll. Inhale, reach the arms up. Grab the right wrist, pull over to the left. In this pose, I want to bend back and kind of stick my booty out. I want you to tuck the tailbone under. Think about the core. Okay, pull the ribs in. Pulling to the left, peeking out under the right arm. One more breath. Exhale, let it all down. Okay, grab your block. Okay, and your block is going to be a support system in a lot of different ways. So first, okay, I'm going to tuck my toes under, and I'm going to find my way to Malasana, which is our yogi squat pose. Okay, I can just roll on back into it, but maybe you have to come to a seat first or rise up a little bit. Toes out, heels in. Okay, grab a block. You might realize you don't need it. Put it long ways or tall ways. Okay, and sit on down. All right, we want to get our elbows in between our knees. Okay, spreading out the legs, kind of opening the hips. Okay, and maybe after a few breaths you realize that you don't need this block here and you can maybe hold this pose on your own. So move the block in front of you. Come down into your yogi squat. Now, if you have very flexible hips, you can come down into this pose and kind of rest. All right, not make it very not make it very hard. But I want you to try and find a little lift through the seat. Okay, long chest, long spine. And you're feeling your hips opening. Okay, I want you to keep your block in front of you right now, and you can put it up tall ways. My poor block is so beat up. It's a toddler toy and a yoga toy. You're going to plant your hands down, okay? And when I first started crow pose, I first kept my knees outside of my triceps like this. I found a little lift in my seat, and then I'm going to lean forward. Now I'm wiggling my toes back so that I can put my forehead on the block and just kind of rest and feel myself rocking forward and feel myself putting some pressure into the arms. Now the way that crow pose works is you make a shelf with the arms, a little shelf with the elbows. You lean forward, and instead of jumping, because a lot of people want to jump up into it, all right, it's a counterbalance. You lean forward, and you find that counterbalance. You maybe lift a toe and see how it feels. Maybe you lift another toe and see how it feels. Maybe you can even lean forward and breathe and lift both toes just for a breath or a second. Good. So come back into that yogi squat pose, move around a little bit. Okay, another option is to take your block, put it back by your feet, and use it as a little perch. It gets you higher. So toes on the blocks, fingertips on the ground. Remember to just breathe. Okay, no expectations. Today's just practice and fun. That's why it's called a yoga practice. We don't do yoga on our mat. We come to practice the poses, practice the breath. Okay, plant the hands. Remember, lift the seat. Maybe you can get the arms up a little higher. Make your shelf. And maybe just lift a toe or just hold. Hold and breathe. Maybe lift another toe, hold and breathe. You're building strength. This isn't useless today if you're not lifting because you're building. You're going to be sore tomorrow and you're going to realize I was doing work. And lean on back. One more breath. So you can have your block in front of you on your forehead. You can have it here as your perch. Or you don't need a block at all. Okay, so that's the next option. Okay, remember, when I first started out, knees are on the outside of triceps. It just makes it a little easier to find a little lift. Okay. Keeping that blocker, moving it. Okay, we're going to go for 2 more rounds of breathing and holding on that shelf, building strength, or maybe lifting a toe. Okay. It's also okay if you have a little pillow in front of your face. Some people are really afraid they're going to fall forward. You're not going to fall forward. If anything, you're going to fall back. Okay, but if you want something there to give you a little peace of mind, it's totally okay. And I used it for a while too. All right, so plant the hands, lift the seat, knees in, make your shelf, lean forward, maybe lift a toe. Take a breath. Lift the opposite toe if you're trying to toe lift. Otherwise, you're holding, you're breathing, you're doing great. One more breath. Maybe you try for both toes. Exhale back. Take a little rest. We're going for one more hold, 4 more breaths. Maybe you're lifting a toe, okay? You're finding the counterbalance. You're not jumping, you're not hopping, because then you are going to fall forward, okay? One more time. Block or no block, your choice. Plant the hands. Lift the seat. Lean forward, long neck. Don't look back at the toes because then you will fall forward. So long neck. Find your rock. Lean forward. Breathe. Maybe lift a toe. Maybe lift another toe. Toes together. One more deep breath. Exhale. Come on back slow. Okay, if you can, find your way to a comfy seat. Legs extend out straight. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Nice and easy forward fold. Long spine, belly towards the thighs. Good. One more breath. Exhale, release. Come to a nice comfy seat. Just close the eyes, push the thumb into the heart. All right, just being grateful for our fun practice today, our body and what it was able to do. Knowing that the more time and energy we put into this practice, the more that'll come from it. Taking a big breath in, sighing it out. Thanks for practicing with me today. We're trying something fun. Remember to like and share my video. And if you want, you can find me on Instagram down below. There's a link. My name is Thankfully Tired Kayla, and I have tons of great tutorials and progression videos and progression photos. So you can see that we don't all start out flying in crow pose. It takes a long time and a lot of energy and a lot of practice. So great job today. Be proud of where you were today and how great you did. I'm really proud of you. And I hope to see you soon. Namaste. Keep watching to check out some of my very first crow pose videos and photos.